Welcome to the newest episode of the Iconoclastic Wrestling Podcast. I'm Iconoclast.
And I am your host, Dick Taco.
I wish I could put up... Here in the world of wrestling where WWE has become WCW in the year 2000 and AEW has become All Japan in the 90s.
Nah, I'm willing to give them WWE Dark Year status right now.
What's Dark Years?
92 to like 96.
Oh, come on! There's no fucking gobbledygooker or Repo.
Gobbledygooker's 90. Don't you argue with me with dates. I lived it for
or Repo Man.
Repo Man.
or what was it? Or Knuckleball Schwartz.
I barely remember him, you know that?
But the fact that
I know he's there because they were capitalizing on the baseball strike.
Well, what were some of the other shitty gimmicks? Doink the Clown.
Yeah, but Doink was a good wrestler.
Doink, think,
and he had staying power, believe it or not.
Doink, think, wink, and pink.
Versus Lawler, Queasy, Sleazy, Cheesy. We just had that on the other week, Survivor Series 95. Tonight we're watching.
Dynasty.
We have on here. We took off last week because it was Easter, but Dynasty is tonight. AEW Dallas, Falcon Crest, Santa Barbara,
General Hospital,
another world.
We're
watching Super Summer Sizzler ECW in 1993.
JT Smith wrestling the wife killer himself,
Jimmy Jack Snooker.
Well, actually, because what was? Oh, actually, no, it wasn't his wife. That was just
his girlfriend.
Yeah, his ring rat.
He beat the shit out of his wife too.
But
apparently, I heard Tony Atlas talk about it because they were all in that same hotel, right? Tony Atlas used to fuck her before Snooker did.
Grandma
Peckle. Oh, Tony liked to have his face stepped on by women in high heels.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
Like that guy in Enter the Dragon.
No, that wasn't. They just walked on his back. That's John Saxon. Don't touch it. You fucking broke it last week. You know how hard Legos are to put it back together?
That's crazy, brother.
All right. Before we do anything, let's get into the news here. All right, let's hit the miscellaneous stuff because I got some serious shit to talk about here. I got two videos. I'm going to throw them up. Two wrestlers, within a span of a week, indie wrestlers were stabbed. And one of them was by a retarded guy. I'm not even joking.
Don't use that word.
All right, well, you'll see when I throw it up there.
I've seen the video. You can't fucking see anything. All you see is
you can tell he's got something wrong just by the shape and size of his head.
All you see is a bunch of people running around. You can't fucking see anything.
All right, but here's the first one. Indie wrestler almost stabbed. Crowd beats shit out of assailant. Mickey Knuckles was there. You know her from CZW, that chick that wrestles the men. The guy had Down syndrome from the looks of it. So it looks like it was inside a VFW hall. Like not the hall, actual bar inside the hall.
The bar.
Where you get drunk. Not the kind of place you'd want blood out. It looked like Trainwreck. It absolutely did. I even wrote that here. Looked like Trainwreck Pro Wrestling.
Like the thing in NWA Solid where they had it in a fucking Masonic.
No, they at least had seats in there. No, because I was up.
And the NWA Samhain ambassador to the Cobb, Father James Mitchell.
Your Nan, when she graduated college, we had to go to North Jersey to this Jewish hall. It was like that. They have seats in it. It's like an amphitheater.
Oh, speaking of actually, NWA apparently is getting a TV deal.
Yeah, I think I have that here.
They're going to be on Sinclair Networks.
Where the hell is it? I thought I had it on here. Yeah, I did hear they were getting a TV deal, but I did not have.
Well, they just had the Crockett Cup, or they're having the Crockett.
Yeah,
I don't know. What?
Nobody in the Crockett family gives a fuck either.
No, well, I don't know. The matches were recorded like 6 months ago in front of 20 people. The Good Brothers were there. The cockroaches of wrestling.
If there's money to be made or steal, they're there. But another fan attacked a wrestler in Tuckerman, Arkansas on Saturday, March 28th, which we have the footage.
This is like the Tracy Smothers riot.
Tell me that wasn't fucking great, though. Tell me that's not one of the best riots you ever seen. When we covered that.
You can't.
We didn't cover it. It's years ago.
Where was that?
That was IWA Mid-South. That fat fuck arguing with him. Ian Rotten. That hepatitis C having fuck Wasn't allowed to handle the food at the fucking Taco Bell he was working at anymore because he had hep C.
He like stands up. You want some? You want some?
Some what? Extra cheese? Extra sauce?
Get live, because I'm a boss.
I remember Kevin said to me one time, he goes, do you think Carl Anderson's related to Arn Anderson? I was like, no, I don't.
Well,
he goes, are you sure?
That's not even Arn's real name.
Hold on. I was like, yes, I'm sure. He goes, well, he does a spine buster just like him. I said, dude, Arn Anderson's real name is Marty Lund. He goes, well, what about Ole, the brother? I was like, Al Rogowski. I said, the only one of the Anderson brothers whose name was Anderson was Gene. He was the oldest brother. In his 70s when it was Gene and Ole. And I was like, fucking, Carl Anderson's real name's Chad Allegra. Like the fucking, like the cold medicine. Is your mic on? Let me see. Where is it?
The green light's on.
All right, don't you fucking get smart. I got to deal with those little pricks upstairs talking to me like that. All right. But yeah, so 2 indie wrestlers. I mean, I don't know what the federations were because there ain't many left.
What federation? You wouldn't call it a federation. It's an indie promotion. You don't call them federations. A federation implies...
Oh, no, I wrote down Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling.
No way.
TV deal with TSN. I told you.
Oh, yeah, that was... I was going to say, I thought you said that these attacks were at Maple Leaf Pro, and I was like, that didn't happen.
No, I don't think what's-his-name would go for that. Speaking of attacks, Alberto Del Rio. Did you see any of this? Detained in Mexico, accused of trying to kill his wife amid affair suspicions. I still don't know who was having the affair, him or the wife. I imagine it could be either way.
Whatever.
He could be like that.
It's Alberto
Scott Peterson wanted to kill his pregnant wife to be with another woman. Why?
Wait, no. I thought Scott Peterson's the one that got his penis cut off.
That was John Bobbitt.
Oh,
that had nothing to do with trying to kill your wife. He was apparently like raping his wife, so she cut his dick off in his sleep, and she threw it in the field.
Wait a minute! You have that shitty Fantastic Four movie?
Which one?
Right there.
That's the one with Chris Evans. Yeah.
Yeah.
You like the second one where they're black and white? They're related. I mean, that's got nothing to do with it. That movie's just bad to begin with. That movie's actually not bad. I thought. I didn't see the new one yet. So.
Where Michael Chiklis from The Shield is Ben
Michael
Graham.
Chiklis, yeah, and you couldn't think of anybody else better. He looks like the Thing without the fucking rocks on him. Callum Newman captures the IWGP heavyweight
youngest
title.
Youngest ever IWGP champion at 23.
Yeah, he looks it when they rolled him out on AEW. He looks young.
Yeah, and people say he doesn't have good stage presence.
Well, he's young.
Well, they've needed to take a swing with younger guys.
If you break any of this shit over here.
Wait, who's wrestling here? Is that Barry Horowitz?
No, hold on. I'll tell you who it is. That is...
I mean, the quality's so shit, you can barely tell.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who either one of them are. I mean, it probably doesn't matter.
They're making keys at Ace Hardware.
You understand, dude, if we could have got a hold of digital cuts like this in 1993, this would look great.
Right, you got making keys at Ace Hardware. Yep. Where you sent me that fucking AI-generated image.
It was pretty good with the hair. It was an older shot with him with hair.
The guy looked nothing like Gabe Kidd.
Anyway, shut up and let me finish. Danny Luna granted release from TNA. Also, in more TNA news you won't care about, the Righteous betray the Hardys. Where? That was on the 4-2 TNA. Where did they betray him? Did they vote Republican when the Hardys voted Democrat or something?
I don't know. Look, the thing that defines the Righteous for me is when they came out in a TNA pay-per-view and the crowd just started chanting, "Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?"
Pinnacle of their career was being in that stable with Lance Archer, Jake the Snake, and Jake the Snake's oxygen tank.
Or when MJF beat them in a 2-on-1 handicap match.
Oh, for the love of God.
On the...
Wait a minute. He beat the Righteous?
Yes!
Oh, they won the tag titles from Aussie Open, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I always get confused.
I'm going to take you down with a body slam.
Vince Russo says to Tony Khan, let's blow WWE into oblivion. Weren't you talking about he's kissing Tony's ass for a job?
Well, that's because Tony's just being nice to everybody.
Well, he just did an interview with him, too, didn't
Yes.
he?
So as soon as Russo fucking smells money, he does a 180. Fucking carny-ass piece of shit.
He also got it. Yeah, he just got interviewed by Russo. Yeah.
Because Russo's got a podcast, of course.
Tony Khan apparently is a juggalo. Sean Sapp reports that the AEW owner is a regular viewer of JCW. Of course he is. He loves wrestling and probably has something mentally wrong with him by the way he looks and talks.
God, why do you fucking hate the Insane Clown Posse?
Do I need to say this again? Because it's just going to turn into a podcast of how I hate the Insane Clown Posse, and I don't really want to do that. I don't know. I told you I would go to a show, but we got to wear masks. We got to wear masks. I'm not doing
JCW. What's the show they just had?
No, they're going to have it WrestleMania weekend. They're one of the only shows running in Vegas.
Well, because there's some like moratorium or something on shows.
That was last year. I don't know if they're doing it this year. But Vince Russo also claims that WrestleMania 42 is all filler. He may be right, but I'm going to save that till I get to the WWE news. All Stardom shares being transferred to Bushi Road.
Yeah, I know. I'm not entirely sure what that.
Was it Bushi Road in New Japan?
Yes.
Or have something to do with it?
Yeah, but they've always owned each other. Like Bushi Road has always owned both.
Okay, well then I don't. Maybe they have. Maybe it was like a percentage difference or something. Killer Cross wins Awesome Championship Wrestling heavyweight title. Heavyweight title.
Killer Cross.
Yeah, he really went down to the land and nobody cares, right?
No, I told you again. People thought that he was again. He tried being such a fucking.
He did
mark.
that.
He tried being such a fucking mark for himself, and it didn't do.
I know you had to wait like a month. You had to wait a month, and it went away. All right, the big independent card for Vegas weekend: JCW StrangleMania 2026. Full card revealed as of 4 hours ago. Probably, it's going to be a veritable "Who's That" of wrestling, I'm sure.
No,
the Horseshoe Casino in Las Vegas.
No, because I'm telling you, when they did JCW Legends and Icons, that was great.
What legend would attach his name to that?
Tony Atlas, Rikishi.
Okay, money. They're broke, probably.
Jimmy Snuka.
Oh, speaking of Anoa'i people, did you see Jey Uso? Not only is he a bad wrestler, he's fucking dumb, too.
Oh, yeah, I saw the thing about Christopher Columbus.
1942, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. So he's either dumb or dyslexic or both.
Hey, well, Naomi's not sure who's the father of her baby. She's not sure if she slept
Jimmy
with
Jay. It's like dyslexia. It's like when the Ku Klux Klan have a rally and their hat a sign that says, "I hate gingers."
Or it's like when who's the father of Naomi's baby? Jimmy or Jay will be the best soap opera storyline since Marlena got possessed by a demon.
Why did that come up the other way about Deidre Hall in Days of Our Lives?
I don't know.
All right, you ready for this shit? What full announced lineup for JCW StrangleMania 4/17?
But Greg the Hammer Valentine was also a JCW Legends and Icons.
I think looked like my female gym teacher in grade school.
Greg the Hammer Valentine.
He just looked like a fat woman, like a fat
Mick Foley was there on commentary.
All right, Vampiro.
Oh, God.
With the Insane Clown Posse versus PCO versus Big Vito in Vampiro's retirement match. I love how these people are coming out of retirement to retire that you haven't seen in 20 years. Nor do you care. Goldberg was one.
Like, who was the guy that we talked about the last time we
did? Jimmy Valiant. He's older than Pop.
The Boogie Woogie Man.
Like, I can't wait to see what kind of shape he's in, because even if he's in good shape, he's 80-fucking-3. You saw Vince at that WrestleMania the other year when he fought McAfee? He just looked like an old man.
That was almost, God, that was years, that was like 4 years ago.
Might have been more than that.
I was in high school still. That was the first WrestleMania I ever saw. Matt
Riddle versus Cocaine, Cokne, versus Nick Nemeth versus Caleb Conley with Vince Russo. 4-way elimination match for the JCW World Title. Special referee EC3 with Jeeves.
EC3 is back, by the way, in TNA.
Really?
Where are EC1 and 2?
That's like Moxley's only good line. Too Tough Tony.
Oh, God.
Willie Mack and Rob Van Dam versus the Good Brothers and Kenta. Interesting.
Why's Kenta there?
Beats the shit out of me. JC Women's Champion Big Al, Alice Crawley, and Dynamite Danny Moe versus J-Rod and mystery partner, special referee Katie Forbes.
That's Rob Van Dam's wife.
The porno actress, right?
Yeah, he was like 25 years younger than him.
Didn't they have a kid or something too?
They're having twins. They had twins.
They had to have them by now, didn't they?
They had twins. It was his first kids. And then Mother Wayne told me to send the news to you to make fun of you.
Well, I might have. He's older than me. He's in his 50s. Facade versus Mecha Wolf versus Ninja Mac versus Disco Ray versus Charlie Haas.
Oh, God. For a second, I thought you were going to say it was going to be Disco Inferno.
Why not? Versus Charlie Haas versus Mosh Pit Mike for the JCW American title. The Bros of Funstruction. That's got to be a Rusev thing. Yabo and Ruffo.
Oh, wait. I've seen these guys in NWA. These were the guys. They had a match at the first Samhain where they had like a mystery. It was a mystery box on a pole match. And it was a thing that
mystery box on a pole match. Sounds like a night at the bar with no condoms.
That Violent J was like at ringside for where they would like take weapons out of like gift boxes, and they were like giant clown shoes and confetti and
You're
stuff.
not sweetening the deal at all. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah, but those are the Brothers of Funstruction.
The climax, Kerry Morton versus Mickey Knuckles. So what's that, man versus woman?
Mickey Morton.
Knuckles fights dudes. No, but Ricky Morton?
Yeah, the son of Ricky.
Oh, I'm not done.
Don't tell me Ricky Morton's here.
All right, I won't tell you. Not to tell you, you want the truth.
Hold on. Is he really?
St. Clair Monster Corporation versus the Rock and Roll Express and Juggalo George South. George South, the guy that Marty Jannetty paralyzed years ago because he was too stupid to tuck his head during the rocker drop.
So how's George South wrestling?
No, he's not paralyzed anymore. He came out of it, but he was paralyzed from the neck down.
And now, both members of the fucking Rock and Roll Express.
I can't understand, like, if they have to be approaching them like Hannibal does. Come on, let me wrestle. I'll film it myself, and I won't.
Who's that? Wait, is that Sandman?
I think it is.
When he was a surfer?
No, is that Sandman? Let me go walk over and just so I can hear it. We got to turn down. Shh. No, it's a Sandman. It's a street fight, though. So they're wearing regular clothes.
He's a surf. This is when he was a surfer.
All right, let's get this WWE news out of the way because I'm fucking pissed off.
All right, time for WCW 2000.
We can get some. We can get some suspenseful news music.
Well, after all, the main event's going to end with Roman poking Punk and Punk falling over. And then Paul Heyman coming out.
If they do that, every person involved should be shot.
The finger poke of doom.
All right, let's get this out of the way.
Foley is WWE champion. That's gonna put butts in seats.
That was such a great. You look at when Austin comes to the ring.
I know.
The pop is unbelievable. You don't even get nostalgia pops like that anymore.
To quote Roman Reigns, "See, no pop."
Roman Reigns sucks.
The big dog?
Dog shit.
By the way, I wanted to tell you this. I showed this to Mother Wayne. Someone made this video on Reddit where it's just a compilation of all of the awful things that happened in WWE just in the year 2019, set to the tone of Higher by Creed, which just makes it even funnier.
Take me higher, two legs wide open.
Where you have stuff where
that guy's a bum now. The singer from Creed. I read about it a couple years ago. He's a fucking suicidal bum.
The Usos were
legs wide open.
Like there was one thing where like the Usos were feuding with FTR, and the Usos saw FTR shaving each other's backs in the locker room. So they swapped out their shaving cream for like this itchy cream.
I remember that.
So then there's a thing where FTR, one of the best tag teams of the modern day, are dragging their asses on the ground to itch themselves.
The dog was doing that in the front yard the other day.
Roman getting crushed by the by a stage thing. That's when he also got dog food dumped on him.
I think one of the times.
That's also the same year Baron Corbin retired Kurt Angle.
Remember Kurt Angle being a member of the Shield for one night when he wore the outfit and all that. All right. WWE has revealed a $12K ticket where you get to make pasta with a WWE superstar.
It's Pasta Mania.
Jesus Christ on the fucking cross.
It's Pasta Mania all over again.
What's that, Hogan's Restaurant? But $12,000? I have $12,000. I would not part with it for that.
Oh,
in fact, if you told me to my face I could spend it, I would stab you and try to take your eye out.
I don't know if you have this on the format, but on SmackDown, apparently, there was supposed to be like a big, secret segment of like that Pat McAfee had a special announcement. There was going to be this big, like, hyped up secret segment. It was that Dodge Ram, the official truck of WrestleMania, will be sponsoring a 25% sale on tickets for like 24 hours.
So Dodge Ram's going to take the hit for them? They won't even take the hit. God, I hate these fucks.
So the thing was that the big secret reveal was a sponsored segment. The Dude Wipes Championship. We're going to have that soon.
Do you see when Roman walked out with that Dude Wipe shirt on the 1 week? Somebody wrote on Reddit, we're like, remember when this was just a meme a couple years ago? Well, now it's happened. All right.
Hey, look at that picture you fucking sent me where it's Jelly Roll, Pat McAfee, I Show Speed, and Lil Yachty sitting at the table.
That's funny, though. It wasn't as good as the one you sent me where McAfee's the Rock and Jelly Roll.
I just sent you that last night.
Jelly Roll is an ex-drug addict, fat hillbilly.
Yeah, it's a Trump supporter.
Wrestling has had a bunch of them in my lifetime. We don't need another one.
And Pat McAfee is Pat McAfee. Where apparently now the plan for Backlash is that Backlash, I don't know if it's just going to be a match there or it's going to be the fucking main event, is going to, Backlash, which was at one point the best pay-per-view, according to you.
Nah, just the 1 year it was good.
Where
99, but that's because, remember what I told you, that's because the WrestleMania 15 in Philly was so lackluster. The only match on that show that's good is The Rock and Austin 2.
And then there's...
Or is that 1?
But there's the... What was I talking about? Oh, yeah.
That's 1. That's 1. Go ahead.
The Backlash, a match being planned for there is going to be a tag match where it's going to be Cody and Jelly Roll versus Randy Orton and Pat McAfee.
I wonder how Randy feels about this.
Because here's the thing, like people were talking about this a lot online. Like it should be so easy to book a Cody and Randy feud just based on their shared history.
On their history, yeah.
They were both
second, third generation wrestlers and
shit. Randy when back in Legacy, where there was, Randy was the leader of Legacy and Cody was in there.
The underling, now he's not. The student outdoes the master.
With Ted DiBiase Jr. and Manu.
I would have rather taken him than McAfee. Wouldn't you?
Who?
DiBiase Posse. I come from money. Burr, 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 burr. Fucking horrible music.
Here comes the money.
No, that's Shane. That's Shane. That's the good stuff.
Here we go.
Dick Murdoch. Dickie Murdoch's coming out. There's Paul, I think.
Here we go. Money talks. Here comes the money.
That's Paul Heyman. Holy shit. Look at him.
Money, 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 money. Dollar, dollar.
The guy now looks like he ate 2 of those Paul Heymans.
Ching, ching, bling, bling, cut the chatter. If you ain't talking money, then your talking don't matter. Ching, ching, bling, bling, stop. Padding pockets. I'm dancing, Dad, I'm dancing.
Stop it. Son, are you mildly retarded? Remember when he said that, though?
That's horrible.
That's what he says. The world was different 20 years ago. It was funnier, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, well, that's also when DX...
I tell you, all those wrestling games I was telling you about that I bought recently, SmackDown vs. Raw and Day of Reckoning, the fact that you could play as Benoit in it. I had a submission.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to
Benoit and Angle. Crowd started chanting Benoit, but just like me.
But then, I wanted to tell you this. When they were in Winnipeg, when AEW was in Winnipeg, there's this picture backstage.
David, right? The son.
Yeah. Where they took a picture with David, and then Christian Cage is standing there staring at him, and people are like, Christian, don't say it. Don't say it. Remember?
Oh, about the father gimmick? Oh, it would be so perfect.
Your father's dead, and he killed your half-brother.
It's not exactly a lie.
Your father's dead.
Nancy! Daniel!
Where are you guys? Ah!
Coming 2027.
The story.
I have more. I have to do another one of those. I have more footage where he was.
The story you thought would never make it to theaters.
You hoped would never. I got him making somebody into a marionette and like a big Frankenstein scene I did already.
Nancy! Woman, right?
Yeah. She was hot, too. Nancy Tuffalino or something. John Cena and his bald spot are going to host WrestleMania. Who didn't see that coming now? Ladder match announced. Penta, Dragon Lee, Javon Evans, Rusev, and J.D. McDonough with Rey Mysterio added at the end. I think he is going to take it. Did Danhausen just win a match, I heard, too?
Yeah, against Kit Wilson.
That's a good feud for him to come in on.
He's now
I will bet you that he hosts the Hall of Fame, though. Just because of that Danhausen he made the first night where he said he wanted a Hall of Fame induction.
Whatever. I just think he's annoying.
He is annoying, but you got to admit, I mean, they are overexposing him a lot.
I told you, the gimmick's not as funny in AEW because he says you are cursed. It's funnier when he just points like this monkey in Family Guy.
I love it when you play AEW Fight Forever. You can pull him out from under the ring and he curses you. You do have trouble in the match after that, too, which is the funny part.
What did you say that back when we did Keeper Cut for AEW, you said they should have fired him and pay him by appearance to come out and curse people.
Yeah, like, why would you? WWE should be doing that, too. I mean, they always try to, like, not everybody's big production. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to produce everybody. Like, you don't need to do big.
Remember when he had that big fucking debut at Elimination Chamber?
Yeah. I mean, speaking of that, we also have, where the fuck is it? Royce Keys made his SmackDown debut.
Yeah, his catchphrase is "I," because that's what...
Because he has bad grammar.
And because Triple H is racist.
Oh, absolutely.
He's the one person that was in that DX blackface segment who has not apologized for it since.
It was hysterical. I would never apologize for that. It's like...
It's horribly racist.
So? They were all black. They were just... You wouldn't have been able to come out just being white guys as them. So you wouldn't have got it. It wasn't even good blackface. You're making like they're out there like Al Jolson with fucking white lips like, oh, hello there. Holy maca there. Like fucking Amos and Andy. You all need to fucking loosen your assholes up. You are so uptight, you could stick a lump of coal up your ass, and in 20 minutes you'd have a diamond. You realize that? All you people need to fucking remove the stick from your ass. God,
you're cutting one of those awful you people promos.
I am not.
I turned heel because of you people rejecting me.
JR thinks Vince is going to return and be part of WrestleMania 42. Nah. Brock's just a disgusting man who likes piss videos. Vince, like, I can only imagine the chance, or like, just think about like a bunch of your guy friends in high school.
Brock's a disgusting man who likes piss videos. He was involved in the sex trafficking.
All I gotta say is, if you could think about your friends in high school, if they would have found out that you like to shit on people, they would be boys. They would be sulfurous. There would be no escaping it. I knew a guy who liked getting pegged. And the girl who he fucking... Well, I didn't know him. I knew it was somebody else. His name was... I'm not going to say his name on here.
There's nothing wrong with pegging. What's wrong with pegging?
Nothing. But what I'm saying is, the girl, the big volleyball player girl used to do it for him, found out he was fucking this other girl on Facebook. So they let a bunch of this stuff out about him doing it on Facebook. He left town. He was hiding out in Pennsylvania. He was gone. I don't have no problem with anybody's sexual preference, but man, you play with fire there. She was big, too. Like, she would have hurt you. Wasn't bad looking. I mean, she's just big, that's all. All right, hold on here. I'm going to do the Raw recap.
Shit! My bowels. I once shit on a 75-year-old woman in White Plains. What were you doing in White Plains? I was visiting Old Skulk.
When I wrote that...
Oh! I'm trying to make it to my granddaughter's birthday.
I just wrapped my cheeks around her saggy face and blew straight brown water past her head. When I wrote that in the car at lunch when I worked at the eye doctor, oh my God, I was crying. Because when I heard it back, I had to phrase it right so it would say it right. Oh God.
I blew brown water past
I remember when Kevin was like, dude, Shakespeare woke up from his grave and wept when he heard this because all of his works are now pieces of shit. All right, Monday Night Raw from 4-6. TurboTax commercial. Can we at least get actors that speak English? Jesus, Penta and Steph. I Show Speed winds up cornered by the Usos at LA Knight. Speed cost the Usos the tag belts the week before to Logan Paul and Austin Theory. Theory beat LA Knight with a roll-up during a distraction. Why do I give a fuck about LA Knight? He gets beat all the time. The funniest thing was when he just attacked I Show Speed on his stream. That was funny.
I am there. Well, people were making jokes online that LA Knight's fucking Stephanie, and that's why Triple H gives them all the shitty bookings.
AJ and Becky have a sit-down confrontation like in boxing for their match. AJ is the worst promo I've ever heard. She's a terrible actress. Terrible.
Oh God! All these fucking matches have terrible builds.
Hold on, though. This one just got started. Seth Rollins comes out to speak, and Gunther comes out to try and choke him out. Rollins fights him off with a tope suicida. Gunther gets in a little argument with Heyman later, but they announce them for WrestleMania now. Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, and Penta win in 6-man action. Out comes Rey Mysterio. He wants in on the match. I spoke about that already. Surprised how popular Penta has become. Women's tag team action with Jay outside. Talk about your bout. Oh, I even wrote time to poop. Jade beats Io Sky with a cane while B-Fab and the rest of them hold Rhea back. Rhea looks like she needs to go to drug rehab. She's so thin now. She looks like fucking Amy Winehouse.
God.
Oba Femi and Brock contract signing. Brock jumped him, but Oba fights back and they fall through the table in the ring. Corey Graves back on commentary, too. And I always liked him. Tons of security had to break up Brock and Oba. Chairs thrown. Also, I Show Speed asked Danhausen to lift the curse. Danhausen asked for Speed's mansion in return. How's that motherfucker have a mansion from being an asswipe on YouTube? It's beyond me.
Twitch.
Well, whatever he is, he's everywhere. But, like, how do you have a mansion from that?
Advertising, sponsorships, doing commercials.
But, like, why is he interesting? Because he put a shot glass on his lips one time and tried to make his lips stick out? That's all I ever remember him doing.
No, well, now he actually does a lot more stuff. He goes around the world and films it, and he's been to all these different countries. He just went on a tour of Africa, I think it was over the summer.
What do they have no TV over there? Is that why he's such a fucking famous person? Shit like that with those kind of people being famous is part of what's wrong with the world.
I told you, we talked about this with the Haktua girl. Society has always had people like this. Kato Kalin. All
right.
Kato,
Yeah, but you know what? It wasn't as much, though, because it's more now because the fucking the reach is so great when you have everything on the internet and social media. Whatever. Just because you're not talking for 2 seconds don't mean you got to be such a dick.
What?
I said just because you're not talking for 2 seconds doesn't mean you have to be such a dick.
Oh.
I'm going to get you a shirt, says it. Hold on, I'm cleaning up over here a second. All right. Cody said on SmackDown that Pat McAfee being the guy on the phone is like if Disco Inferno was the third man in the NWO.
But again, like this is what I'm talking about with WWE being like 2000 WCW.
I agree.
We have all of these work shoot storylines where they're saying that the show is terrible as part of the storyline. Damian Priest fucking said it too. Like, it's like when they would send Scott Steiner out to shoot.
I don't know if they sent him out. I think he just did that.
But like, work shoots are not good.
No.
And just like when they would have like the higher power, where Vince thought that Mark Calloway had become the Undertaker, and it was like so fucking stupid.
It's me, Austin. It was me all along.
And then, and then you also have, just like WCW, a bunch of aging, money
grabbers.
A bunch of aging old timers in the main event, holding back an undercard that people think is more interesting.
Yeah.
A bunch of useless celebrity involvement, because fucking Ari Emanuel is going to come out and win the WWE title in a cage match wearing a football helmet.
Dude, he is fucking 2026. If he's really pulling the strings behind the shit, he is the 2026 incarnation of Jim Herd. That's all I got to say.
And Pat McAfee is going to win the title from Cody.
They should never.
Like David Arquette when he won the WCW title.
Do you know how shocked we were when we heard that? Because I didn't watch it. I wasn't watching Nitro by then. We had jumped ship a long time ago. After the finger poke of doom, I will tell you in real time, after the finger poke of doom, interest in WCW went right down the fucking toilet. Like, that's how much you cared about tuning in for that. Because wasn't that the same night as Mankind winning? Yeah. And you had such a, like, talk about two ends of the spectrum, ice cream and horse shit. I mean, in one night.
Fire Russo.
Punk's promo. He knocked TKO WrestleMania tick prices.
Again! Fucking worked shoot.
They said, go out there and do what you do best. Just say something. But it sounds like they're positioning him to be in a heel the way they were booing him.
Oh, God.
He won them over during it, though. They were chanting for Roman, then they went back to chanting for him. He went in the crowd afterwards. But it's so much bullshit. They know they fucked up. You know you fucked up with the Russian prick. Now you're worried about Tony.
The Russian Oh.
So you'll choke me, you only have my story. I'll choke you right now. He pulls the gun on, remember? I'll leave you here, you one-shoe cocksucker. Yeah, he referenced the whole thing about it. He did say in the promo, this building has a lot of history for me and ghosts of what almost was. You know what that means, right? He was supposed to face Chris Benoit there when he disappeared that weekend. That was supposed to be
for the ECW title.
Yeah.
The fake ECW title.
Well, they were still using the old belt at that point. Did you ever see the second one, the big silver one? It looks like a fucking 50 cent per silver dollar or something. It's awful.
Jack Swagger had it.
Oh, so did Ezekiel motherfucking Jackson.
He was the last champion. Hornswoggle, I'm calling you out.
Oh, that'll be next.
What, Hornswoggle's going to show up and interfere in the main event?
But WWE is going to lower ticket prices this summer, it sounds like. They have to, dude.
No, they aren't. I haven't seen that anywhere.
I read that somewhere. I'll have to find it. I'll put it up on the screen. I lost all... Triple H lost all credibility with me when I heard that he thinks Metallica's best album
is Saint Anger!
Ride the Lightning, first of all, is the best album.
No, it's one.
That's Justice for All.
Or Justice for All.
The one that has one on it?
Yeah, the best heavy metal song of all time.
I don't know, dude. I like the Black Album with Enter Sandman, and that has the most hits, I think.
Well, yeah.
But Ride the Lightning is a fucking killer tune, dude. You ever see the video of the Flash when he does it in the show, and they pan it to Ride the Lightning when he's throwing the bolts, and it's great.
No, but because the Black Album's more mainstream.
Yeah, I got that in like 7th grade, I remember.
And Justice for All is more heavier, rawer.
No bass on that album at all, you know that? There's no bass.
On which one?
At Justice for All. Because they didn't have a bass player. They were going from Cliff Burton, who died, to Jason Newsted. Jason Newsted played in the video and everything, but... Goldberg says Triple H had
Saint Anger, the one nobody fucking likes. Saint Anger around my neck.
He's a fucking joke. Goldberg says Triple H had no respect for him by cutting off his retirement speech. No shit, you're a WCW guy. He buries you like he did Sting. Like, why are you even surprised at this?
Whatever happened to Gilbert?
He ran that wrestling school, which, I mean, if I want to learn how to wrestle, I'm going to Dwayne Gill, let me tell you. He killed somebody there. Somebody got killed there.
Oh, my God.
Swear to God.
Dwayne Gill.
Broad Breaker.
Didn't he win a champion, like the European title?
He was the light heavyweight champion.
The fake cruiserweight belt that they had.
Broad Breaker cleared for return. Decision was made not to rush him back, which is why they pivoted towards Gunther versus Rollins. Gunther and Rollins will be good, though. Rollins always puts on a good match.
Where's Royce Keith? What's he going to do?
He's probably going to park cars out front.
Are they going to give him the... Oh, yeah, I saw the picture you sent me about how politicians and lawmakers don't give proper credit for the decrease in violent crime during the 90s, and it was Change the World Fat, too.
I forgot about that.
So, like, what would he say?
Oh, man, I grew up hard. I got shot. Like, that Potato Channel. Taking a shit.
Wait, Powerhouse Hobbs did the exact same thing when he did his Book of Hobbs gimmick.
JC Channel. All I gotta say is you only had an hour for Superstars. I wasn't wasting a second on Fatu.
It's like where you would
like where's the other head shrinker?
It's like Hobbs would say, I've been beat, shot, robbed. My first memory is of my uncle overdosing on the floor in front of me.
Dude, nothing's better than the New Jack Vice City or Vice Dark Side of the Ring episode where he's like, my growing up was fucking retarded. That's what he says. And he goes, my dad killed my mother right in front of me. Dead serious.
He just says it, though, like some matter of fact.
And you wonder why Homeboy's fucking choking people for a Sprite in Atlantic City. I told you.
And stabbing people.
Your oldest cousin's godmother's friend went out with him. And he choked this woman. It's on his Wikipedia page.
He stabbed, and he stabbed multiple people in the ring.
He almost killed Gypsy Joe. Fucking 110-year-old man. All right, the WrestleMania match cards have been set up.
And then,
okay.
Who was the guy that he pushed off and tried to kill him?
Oh, Vic Grimes.
Yeah, Vic Grimes.
Part one, though, Vic didn't want to go with him. He got really fucking hurt, dude.
Brain fluid.
Yeah, he goes, brake fluid, brand fever. All right, night one, April 18th. The Vision and I Show Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight.
That match is going to... You know, people were saying that...
Well, this is the order.
People were saying that I Show Speed is probably the most athletic person in that match.
Did you see when he jumped over the dude the other night? He did like a fucking... It was like trying to jump... Guys jumping over parking.
Well, again, we know that Jay can't fucking wrestle. We've seen Botch Uso.
He can't read or spell or... I don't think he got through high school now. After I heard the 1942 gimmick.
And Jimmy's... Well, watch is good. Like,
Jimmy looks so much better because he don't say shit. Big Jim. Expect to see some fucking big hillbilly in a trucker bar. Not that little fucking Puerto Rican dishwasher.
Who's the father of Naomi's baby? Is it Jay or is it Jimmy?
Yeah, it's a guy down the street.
Naomi's not sure which brother.
Shut up and let me get through this. It's painful. Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match. Stephanie Vakir defends the Women's World Championship against Liv Morgan. You see the goose egg Liv got the other night? It looked like one of them Warner Brothers things. It was like...
You know that Liv Morgan's only wrestled like 2 or 3 matches since she won the Royal Rumble? What kind of bullshit is that?
I don't know. Especially with all the time they have for you on TV to wrestle. And you're at the top of the card like that.
I'm on top.
AJ Lee defends the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Becky Lynch. Fatal 4-way for the Women's Tag Team Championship. The Irresistible Forces, Nia Jackson, Lash Legend, versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. She should never be on TV again.
Who?
Lyra Valkyria.
After what happened?
After that fucking, where she got out of the handcuffs and got back in it like Roger Rabbit, versus the Bella Twins, but I heard that's in trouble because one of the Bellas are hurt.
Yeah.
So make it a 3-way. It'll be just as bad.
Well, the Bellas are the worst team in that match by far.
Seth Rollins versus Gunther. And the main event of night one, Cody Rhodes defends the undisputed WWE Championship against Randy Orton. If Orton loses, McAfee will leave the professional wrestling business for good.
So Orton's going to win then?
I don't know. I don't think you can keep him around now.
Oh, no, please. You think
Obafemi versus Brock to open night 2. 6-pack ladder match for the Intercontinental title. Penta, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, Rusev, and Rey Mysterio.
Where's Cyclope?
Where's Villano's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7?
Or El Dandy. That's the other guy, El Dandy.
Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Championship. Sami Zayn defends the U.S. title. This will be a good match against Trick Williams. The Demon Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio.
That's going to suck.
The only reason they showed the Demon on the poster is because they want people to tune in. And finally...
Well, people were saying that it would work 1,000,000 times better if they just announced it as Finn Balor and then the Demon was a surprise.
Absolutely. But they're trying to get you to fucking come out. That's why. And finally, CM Punk defends the World Heavyweight title against Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. The big dog.
Too much politics. Not a bullshit. Not interested, I have to say. Of all the WrestleManias, I mean, and I've seen a lot of them.
Told you, this is WCW greed.
All right, let's do AEW.
Is the mystery man going to be Road Warrior Animal?
I just watched that recently.
Who would be the equivalent of that today?
What, Road Warrior Animal?
Yeah, like doing that like as a reveal.
Like if you had somebody come out now.
Yeah, like doing that same, but like the same level of like being an old timer with no relevance as.
Oh my God! Like if they brought him out today.
Yeah, but like who would be like the equivalent to that? You know, like Jack Swagger.
Oh, that would be such a letdown.
It'd be fucking.
I ended up seeing Danhausen come out of that box. It was like fucking. Hey, you're up. Let's make a deal. Door number 3 is Yoko Ono. What the fuck?
What? What's that from?
She used to nothing. She was married to John Lennon.
I know who Yoko Ono is.
All right, let's finish up with
AEW. Or Shark Boy from TNA.
We'll finish up with the AEW news, and we'll do.
When he got hit in the head and he thought he was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
We're recording this tonight.
Again, that
Sunday.
was fucking hilarious when him and New Jack were in a tag team, and he gave New Jack Hulk hands, and he used them as like his signature weapon for a bit.
And New Jack stabbed him in the parking lot for being stupid.
And then they played Candyland at one point with each other in the locker room. They did this segment where they played
Salvatore Bello.
I told you, I don't think that's not a Roman helmet.
I know, you had it wrong. I had it. They had it wrong.
That's a Hoplite like helmet. What's that fucking music?
It's taken from the WWE network, so it's like dubbed over. It's awful, isn't it?
What's this like Hawaiian like?
This is the night the line was crossed, February '94. All right, we're going to do the AEW news, and we'll go right into the Dynasty.
Salvatore Bello makes a mean shit. What is he throwing to people?
Probably hoagies from Wawa, fucking giddy.
Makes a mean chicken parm in the locker room, right?
Yeah, that's what Gorilla used to say. 2 things Tony Khan won't talk about is Tony Storm's injury, and he wasn't talking about his bid on WWE. We found that it was $6.9
million, which everyone's saying, and I agree with this, that he did that just as a joke.
Well, I think it went for like $9 billion is what it went for. Willie Mack has been signed to AEW Ring of Honor for 2 years. Says he calls Tony Khan every 2 weeks asking if he has anything for him. Tony apparently responds with, "You're signed, you're still getting paid, right? But Willie wants to wrestle." Jamie Hayter's going to challenge Thekla at Dynasty for the world title. It's going to be
a good match.
They need to keep the belt on Thekla as long as possible. She makes you interested with her character. And I love that she does some of the promos in German.
Austrian.
Same difference.
No, it's not.
Pretty much.
Well, now you sound like the Nazis. That was their justification for the Anschluss.
Well, that's what Hitler was from there too. Mr. Hughes.
Who's Mr. Hughes?
Character in Retromania. Mm-hmm. He used to be Lex Luger's bodyguard, like he thought he was.
Oh yeah.
Jason, the sexiest man alive, who actually lives around here. I met his girlfriend when I worked at the eye doctor. She goes, "You probably don't know my boyfriend, it's Jason, the sexiest man alive." I said, "From ECW? Used to manage the pit bulls and shit? There's a few of those." I was like, "Oh yeah, I know who he is."
Jason.
I said, "I'm from this area, and I follow ECW pretty good."
It's like the body down is skipping. Who was it? Skip and Dip?
Skip and Zip. And then they got Rad Radford in there. Louis Spicoli.
The Heavenly Bodies. That's the worst tag name.
Because they're 2 ugly fucking men.
Yeah.
Guile Fletcher has a meniscus tear that may keep him out for a while. So you know what that means? Vacant title in another tournament! Yeah!
No, it's a gauntlet match.
Oh, big deal. He lives for this shit. Kyle Fletcher has a meniscus. I already said that shit. I'm sorry. I'm erasing it. Jericho brings back the list and puts Ricochet on it.
Yeah, they're having a match tonight.
I know they got added to it. And Jericho has also signed a multi-year deal. I used to have a list when Jericho did it in WWE. I had a list at work, and it had the list of with my name on the back. And I'd be like, "You know what? Click, 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 click. You just made the list." It's one of my favorite Jericho gimmicks. I may actually enjoy that tonight.
Are they going to bring back the man of 1,004 holds?
Armbar. Yeah, but you know what? For the time, he had the old dot matrix printer with the fucking holes on the side of it, and he just had it. It was this fucking high, this stack of paper, and he was shrieking.
No, but that would be even funnier if he still did that today, like he was still using the old printer paper.
Sure. Fairway to Hell announced for 5/9. First of its kind collaboration between wrestling and golf for AEW.
What?
Swear to God.
This is like, what was the thing that WCW did with the sneakers?
You know, I remember more now that I heard Jim Cornette talking about that than I do when it actually happened. They had a sponsorship with Ruse. Kangaroos. They were a big sneaker. They wore them in order to match. I don't remember that, but I remember them having padding over like the ring post where they had the hat on.
Or then the RoboCop sponsorship.
Capital Combat 90. I have that shit.
Where is Sting and RoboCop?
Awful.
It's Sting!
Nick Nemeth versus MJF on the indie show pulled due to partner conflict. That sucks.
Well, yeah, because now they have a new policy, TNA. They don't want their wrestlers wrestling AEW contracted talent.
Well, because they have a deal with WWE.
Including pulling Leon Slater and Ricochet. They're supposed to have a match on this charity show that TNA pulled them out.
I have that Terry Funk retirement show from '97 that has ECW, WCW, and WWF guys on it, right in the fucking heart of the Attitude Era. Benoit's on it. Brian Pillman. I don't know if Brian Pillman's anyone who's dead already, but Bret Hart wrestles Terry Funk in the main event. The Dogs beat Mystico and Jet Speed for the Trios title yesterday on Collision. I had a feeling they had something good for them. All right, I'll do the quick breakdown of Dynamite. Callum Newman and United Empire show up to help Ospreay against the Death Riders.
And Alex Windsor.
Yes. They take on each other in an awesome match. Ricochet makes the list. Kenny and MJF have a final
confrontation. Alex
confrontation.
Windsor's wrestling Marina Shafir on the pre-show.
Who is?
Alex Windsor and Marina Shafir. They're having a match on the pre-show.
Alex Windsor's going down. Kenny and MJF's final confrontation before Dynasty. Cope and Cage get laid out by FTR. Okada and Takeshita reach a boiling point. Fletcher out for months. We spoke about that. Willow took on Queen Aminata for the TBS title. And Tommaso Ciampa took on Mascara Dorada. All right, let's do this Dynasty preview here for tonight. By the time you're hearing this, it'll all happen. Maybe we can figure out. Let's give our predictions while we're doing it, too.
Yeah.
Let me bring up the card here. It's not in Philly again, is it?
No, it's in Vancouver.
Kevin was talking about when he saw me on TV last year when you were out on the concourse. I told him the Von Wagner story.
What'd he say?
He was laughing.
Hey, Kyle! You think I'm stupid?
No, but you're an ass.
You want to leave that cage up come Tuesday? I love that idea.
You may not see me coming tonight,
hey,
but come Tuesday.
Come Tuesday, you're going to have nowhere to run and nowhere to hide.
My war
has just begun. And then, an episode of Dynamite within the last year or so, he was a security guard.
Jesus Christ, there's 12 matches. I'm never going to get through this tonight. Three pre-show matches.
Hey, but there's no fucking ads.
There'll be something. Alex Windsor versus Marina Shafir. You just talked about that. Second match, this is on the pre-show too. Jungle Jack Perry defends the national title against Fat Mark Davis.
Dunkzilla?
Yeah, and then the AEW Women's World titles on the line.
Where it says 1-800 your name here.
Yeah. She's spray paint Goodyear on his ass. Divine Dominion versus
Kaya
and Kaya World.
The Sandman and Tommy Cario versus the Pitbull and Rockin' Rebel with Jason.
I remember Tommy Cairo and Rockin' Rebel. Hold on. Divine Dominion, Megan Bain, and Lita Cross defend the world tag titles against Hyan and Maya World. No idea.
That's like Power and Glory.
No. At least they were. You knew who they were. On to the main show. FTR defends the world.
Strike Force. I love girls in cars. Girls in cars.
FTR defends the world title, the world tag titles against Cope and Cage. Moxley defends the AEW Continental Championship against Will Ospreay. That could be the sleeper matchup tonight. I'm going. I don't know if the first match is going to be a fuck finish.
What?
But I think Cope and Cage winning.
Yeah.
I still think they want to do a ladder match. I'm still thinking in the back.
TLC 3.
Ospreay versus Moxley for the Continental title. I will say Ospreay beats Moxley. If he doesn't beat him now, he's going to wrestle him again. He's going to beat him then. Andrade versus Darby Allin. Andrade's going to win, I think.
And then the winner of that match gets a shot at the world title.
Thekla, I have Thekla over Jamie Hayter because I think they ought to,
Yeah.
I think they ought to keep out on her for a while. Tommaso Ciampa versus Roosh versus All to be announced in the Casino Gauntlet match for the vacant AEW TNT title. Jesus Christ, that's going to take forever. The Young Bucks take on Okada and Takeshita. Young Bucks take that because they're going to boil over. Jericho takes on Ricochet.
Oh! Look at such cowardice! Takeshita tried diving through the window to escape!
Are you blind? The Dogs.
I knew he was going to do that.
They need
He doesn't need
Oh,
Jannetty.
I knew he was going to do that. He don't need Jannetty. The Dogs, Dave Finlay, Clark Connors, and Gabe Kidd defend the trios title that they just won the other day against the conglomeration Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, and to be announced.
Probably Kyle O'Reilly.
And finally, MJF defends the world title against Kenny Omega in what will be a match for the ages.
Kenny Omega's going to win. Kenny Omega's going to win.
Jericho wins, the Dogs retain, and I think Kenny wins too. Just like Moxie, if he doesn't win now, he's going to win shortly because all roads lead to Kenny and Ospreay all in London. Just because we see it coming doesn't mean you shouldn't do it.
We don't need Pat.
We don't need Pat McAfee over there.
We don't need. I don't know who would the. Oh well, I mean AEW did have that match with Shaq that one time. It was Cody and Red Velvet versus Shaq and Jade. That was Jade's first ever match. It was supposed to be Cody and Brandy, but Brandy was too pregnant.
All right, I don't know how to follow that crap.
Bitch! Who told you it was open mic night?
All right, that's enough.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, can I help you?
Say goodnight to the people.
Say that!
Good night, everybody.
Get your hand off my penis!